Hi, I'm John. You kind of want to level like a pro. Let's go. So, for the whole campaign run, you want to aim at about 12.5 hours. This is 3.5 hours and 3.5 hours for Act 4 and the interludes, 2 hours for Act 3 and Act 2, and 1.5 hour for Act 1. Okay, now, first tip, loot filter. Actually a big one. Use a good one. I will have a link in the description for the never sink loot filter. Yeah, use it. Second tip, this is the biggest one because a lot of people spend 20, 15, 10 minutes in town, and their whole run will actually combine into 16, 18 hours or even more because they spent a lot of time in town. So force yourself kind of to spend around 2 minutes in town and not more than 1 minute in Act 1. Okay? Don't worry about gear in Act 1. Look only for move speed boots. That's it. Tip 4 and 5 kind of combined. Use your support gems. Don't hold on to them. If you have a free socket, use one for damage. Okay, the same thing goes for skill gems. If you have some skill gems lying around, use contagion for clear. Use a frost bomb to get exposure on bosses. This will help a lot. 6. This is tip number 6. If you don't know the layout, I mean, if you always get lost and running straight through the whole zone and then exploring the whole zone, just stay by the wall. Either left or right, doesn't matter, just stay by the wall. You will at some point get to the entrance to the next zone. There are 3 or 2 zones that kind of don't lead to that, but in most cases you will still find it when you hold to the zone. Okay, next, tip number 7, if you can skip a boss and get a little more levels, do it. Like the first boss, when you run out of Clearfelt encampment, skip it, do some zones, and then get back and kill it. Just don't forget it, okay? Next thing, this is not that important, but sometimes people have chain and then another support gem that's not giving damage, and use the same damage support on both their clearing skill and their single target damage skill. Just use different ones to swap them out to have one single target ability that's more powered up. But don't worry about that too much. Next thing, this is a big one. So around till Act 3, maybe even till Act 4, put your points into damage. Skip most defenses and attributes and other stuff. You can get them from somewhere else. Just skip them, take damage. This will help a lot. In most cases you will kill bosses faster than they will try to attack you if you take a lot of damage. Okay, next, this is tip number 10, 15 to go. Don't worry about league mechanics and rares. You don't have to clear them in every zone. I would recommend skipping them till Act 3 or even 4. Just skip it, doesn't matter. If a rare takes too long, just skip it also. If you can kill it in 3, 4, 5 hits, then kill it. If it takes longer, run. Okay, good. Don't over level. This is a big one. You don't want to fall 8 levels below the next zone, but if you're not 8 levels below, you're good. Don't clear the whole zone out. Just run through and get to your next zone. Okay. This actually is for Act 2 and Act 1. Don't worry about getting the giga weapon with all the flat stuff and blah blah blah. You will change it, I mean, at least 20 times or 10 times through the whole campaign, so don't worry about it. If you get at the start of Act 2 a decent weapon, you can put some runes in it, but don't do it for every weapon. You don't have to blacksmith west on every weapon and put runes in every weapon. Just use one that's kind of decent, okay? Yeah, and as we're talking about runes, hold on to them. You don't need to put runes in every piece of gear that you have and every weapon. Hold on to them, at least till Act 2, 100%, you don't need to use them. In Act 2, you can use 2 runes on your weapon if you find a really decent one. And yeah, maybe in Act 3 you can use for a decent weapon, but you will swap a lot of gear, so don't waste it, okay? Next thing, people care about res a little bit too much. You want to have around 20 all res in Act 1, but it's not that important. If you have 10 or 15, it's okay. In Act 2, kind of the goal is 40, but you can get away with 20, 25, okay? But if you can get 40, that's good. 60 in around Act 3 is very good. If you have 55, 50 or 40 even, it's okay, but yeah, don't worry about it too much. You want to go for 75, of course, but yeah, the value that you get from an item in terms of resistances in Act 4 will be higher. That's kind of the breakpoint around end of Act 3 and end of Act 4, I mean. And getting to the interludes, you will see some 30 res, 25 res on gear, and it will be much easier to cap out, okay? So don't worry about that too much. Next thing is, if you go to the town and don't know what to sell for what, actually Act 1, sell for gold everything. In Act 2 you want to sell almost everything for gold when you have 1 regal. Act 3 you want to sell everything for gold when you have 2 regals, and kind of the same thing for Act 4. You want to have 2, maybe 3 regals, and the rest you should sell for gold. Good. Tip number 16, you can skip a zone and do it later. I mean, like Freighthorn, you can skip it a little bit to, I don't know, level a little bit more. Of course the zone will level also, but yeah, it still will be easier if you have a little more levels, so that zone is not that overwhelming, okay? You can even do it after you finish Act 1, okay? Tip 17, if a mob is too hard, skip it, even if it's a blue one. If you have to spend time to kill it, just skip it. It won't drop amazing loot. This is nearly impossible, so just skip it. You will shave off more time and kill mobs that will get you loot. Okay? Okay. Tip number 19, I will have a link in the description for Exile Exchange, okay? This thing, you press Ctrl D and you will see weapon damage. Yeah, it will show physical damage or combined damage or elemental damage. It will kind of give you a guideline on if this weapon is better than yours, okay? You should absolutely use it. Next tip. If you really want to level, do it in Act 2 Modern Quarry. It's good for XP, and also there are a lot of blacksmith weapon drops. Tip 21, upgrade your flasks. Every 3 to 5 levels, upgrade them. They are kind of your defenses for Act 1 and 2, and even Act 3. Tip number 22. If you are new, use a build guide. Don't try to make something on your own. I mean, you can, but this will be not so much effective. And if you're watching this video, you kind of want to be effective, so don't try to invent some shit that maybe will not work, especially in league start scenario. Use a decent one. Tip number 23 kind of is the same thing, but use a strong build for a starter. I mean, you will find a lot of builds and from a lot of content creators with no to zero information about how to build up. They will actually show you only the end result, so look for the known content creators like Zizaran, or I don't know. Look, I will make a guide for content creators a little bit later. Just look for a strong build, yeah, that's decent. Okay, next tip, number 24. When you get to your first Secamus trial, I mean when you get the coin, look for some armor evasion gear. I mean, if you have 50 all res, you can skip some res. I mean, if your armor piece has, if your chest piece or your helmet has, I don't know, 10 res, you can skip that and take something with, I don't know, 200, 300, 400 evasion or armor, okay? This will help a lot. And finally, tip number 24, use your currency. You don't need to hold the whole currency till you get to maps. From end of Act 2, I think, yeah, end of Act 2, around end of Act 2, you can start using your currency. If you get a decent ring, 1 res, some life, or double res, no life, slam some exalts on it. Maybe it will be decent and you will hold to it for a longer time. Okay? Yeah, that's it, actually. That's 25 tips, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye. The footage actually is from Ben. I've been watching a lot of content creators that actually are doing stable runs in hardcore or softcore, and some of the best racers, I guess. And yeah, kind of took notes from what they do different to other people to get through the campaign faster. Okay, bye.